Hello everyone. In the Air Force, you don't have to worry about picking out what you're going to wear for the day because they make that decision for you. The amount of rules and guidelines that go into something as simple as the uniform that you wear every day, it'll probably surprise you. I've been in the Air Force for a little over 3 years, and for a majority of that time, I wore this uniform every day, so I'm pretty well acquainted with it. First, I'll go over the parts of the uniform, then I'll show you how to assemble it and properly wear it, and then I'll go over some tips and tricks, stuff I learned in my time in the Air Force. This is all in accordance with AFI 36-2903, which is just like the Air Force handbook for the dress and appearance standards. So first, you'll see that I have some of it on already. I figured you guys wouldn't want to watch me putting this stuff on, so this is just like the undershirt, the Coyote t-shirt is what they call it. You can either get it in the green like this or brown. And then I have on my cargo pants, the OCP cargo pants. OCP stands for Operational Camouflage Pattern. And then I also have my belt. Now this belt, you get 2 of them at boot camp and they size them to you. They cut them to fit your waist size. And next we have the OCP top, or as it's technically called, the blouse. I'll go over this more in a little bit more detail here in a second, but then we have the OCP patrol cap and all your patches. So you'll have 2 name patches, 1 rank patch, 1 U.S. Air Force patch, 1 American flag patch, 1 job title patch, and then 1 wing designation patch. So first, obviously put this stuff on and then grab your top. I like to start from the right sleeve and go to the left. So you have this big giant Velcro patch here. And the only thing that goes on this guy is your American flag. Now there are some other patches that you can put on here. I don't have any with me right now, but there's some other like ornamental patches you can put here that are allowed. Now this goes this way. This is the front of the top like this. It goes this way, so it's like the flag is like you're headed into a battle or whatever, and the flag is flowing behind you. And then right next to that, right here, we're gonna put one of our name patches. And just make sure you center that, because people will be pretty quick to yell at you if it's not centered correctly. And then here's the zipper in the middle, and then you skip over. And right here, you're gonna put your rank patch. Just a square goes right in the middle here. And then right next to that, you have another long strip like that. This is where your Air Force patch goes. These are important because the Army and the Air Force now actually wear the same color and pattern camouflage uniforms. They both wear OCPs. So sometimes the only way to tell the difference is this right here. Other than our ranks look a little bit different, but to the untrained eye, that's the best way to find the difference. Next, on the left sleeve here, first thing I'm gonna put on is my occupational designator, as they call it. It just says what your job is. GAC stands for Guidance and Control Systems. It's my job. Each job's gonna have a different one. They're usually 3 to 4 letters long. And then underneath you have your wing designator, which is, this just tells you what base you belong to. So each base is gonna have its own wing. The base in Columbus, Rickenbacker Air Force Base, is the 121st Air Refueling Wing. But sometimes if the base is really small, it'll belong to a wing with from a different base. So that's all the patches on here. I can put that on now, set this down. And then it just zips right up the middle. And right next to the zipper, you'll see there's little Velcro patches that go all the way down to keep this shut. And then you have buttons on the sleeves. There's 3 different settings, I guess you would call it, that you can put these on. I like the middle one. Some people like them really tight. Some people like them almost all the way undone. And then a couple cool features about the top. It's got these little pen holders. There's 2 of them there. You've got these 2 zipper pockets under the sleeve patches, which are pretty nice. I'll usually keep my ID in one of these. You've got another set of pockets right here in the chest, 2 more right here, one right here and here. And then also you've got your 4 pockets on the cargo, or sorry, 6 pockets on the cargo pants. Last thing up here, we've got our OCP patrol cap. And then on the back, there's a Velcro strip, and this is where your last name tag there will go. Okay. And then finally, we'll go over here, and we're gonna show you how to lace up our boots. So first thing, you do something that's called blousing. I guess you can't really see. And now a lot of people will use these strings here to blouse their pants, but I don't like it. They kind of get in the way and they'll get untied and kind of look crappy sometimes. So I just take my boot, unlace. Oops, wrong one. That's embarrassing. And I've tied knots in the ends of my shoelaces so the laces don't come all the way out. And then I just tuck my pants into my boot. And then just tie my boots from there. So the easiest way to do it is just pull these tight and then go up from the bottom. And then these laces are really, really long. And in the AFI, it says that you have to, after you tie them, tuck the extra inside of your boot. But sometimes that gets to be too much, so I like to wrap them around the back once before I start tying. And you just tuck all that in there. And you do the same with this one. Yeah. I won't do it just to save some time, but yeah, so now that we've gone over the parts of the uniform, how to assemble it, should be looking like a proper airman. And if this piqued any of your interests or answered any of the questions you had about the military, I'd be very happy. So thank you for listening.